Morning, gents. Okay, going to show you some clips now of the goals of our last two games against two very good opponents. Just the difference between quality of our opponents. Plymouth, who I thought were a very good side, and Bristol Rovers, I think we gave it to them. Just watch this passage of play again. Simple football, simple passing. We call it a simple game. Centre-half gets it, pops it to the centre mid, one touch, then he sets it back. Little strike midfielder, one touch, flick around the corner, and then a lovely strike and a left foot volley. It's little set plays into my striker sets. What I love about this is what the striker does. We talk about strikers, play the way you're facing. Look at their striker here. What he'll do is just set the ball and then watch his move, and he spins behind our centre half. Comes into his feet, he pops it off. Right, I'm getting in the box. Get the ball out wide, into the wide areas, little 1-2s. There you go, that striker's got into the far post. We don't follow the 1-2, and they pop it in and score. Bit of an easy goal, that one. That was probably the only disappointing one. Again, little one-touch sort of passing. Nothing, that's a good little pass, but again, little movement over the back of our players, around the box. Look at the striker getting in the 6-yard box, and a little tap in again. It's great movement by the opposition. This is possibly the only goal we've given them, and yet we've set up correctly. Your fullback is out nice and high and wide, out on the touchline. Centre-half open body to receive. Looks good. We then roll it on, and my fullback decides to come inside. I know we've talked about that before, Ty. Just roll it back now. Okay, if you look at that then, because suddenly now that pitch is closed off, and your wide attacker stops my fullback getting it, making us having to reverse pass in midfield. Good position, though. We should be able to contain that. We spoke with Nath about this in the middle there. But their player's a bit more proactive. Goes in and nicks it. Again, little one touch. Round the corner. Great first touch across the player. And finishes it. Yeah, Josh could have done better then as well. Go to the Bristol Rovers game. And this is where now I'm going to critique it. Because I think we give them goals. Okay, I think we give them some good opportunities, and they took it. They punished us. So for me now, they've played the ball, little ball over the top. Okay, now they've got their striker there, and then I've got my two centre halves there. Okay, now the ball's in the air, roll it on slowly. I'll do it in slow-mo. Bounces down, their striker gets across, very clever, but my centre-half's still there, but we're nipping in there. We've got to be a lot more physical, a lot more stronger. He's just pushed past the pair of you and rolled the ball into the net, you know, whereas my two centre-halves have to be stronger there. So this one's disappointing for me. This is our free kick. It's 1-0 on the edge of their box, okay? And we talked about this at the time, and we got James there, James Wagstaff, marking their centre forward. Okay, and what we said to James is, listen, if anything comes out into that area, if you're going to be first, you've got to win the ball. If not, you keep their striker facing their goal and force him to play back. If you go and try and win it, you have to be 100% you are going to win it. If you follow what happens, James thinks he's going to win it. He's going in. Their striker's clever, just rolls him. And that's the trouble when you get so tight that the striker will do that to you. Again, now we get it back to our keeper. Josh's feet now gets the ball stuck under it. One touch, 8 foot. Whoops, got it stuck. Then a big touch. And it was just a catalogue of errors that followed it. And normally one mistake follows another one. But that's just one of those things. The pitch didn't help you there, Josh. But again, you know, if in doubt, just get it out first of all. Third goal, and it seems like I'm picking holes in all the goals, guys, but I'm looking at this one now, and James has got the ball coming to him nicely, and I'm looking at this now, and that's a simple ball out to the left side. That's the less risky pass, okay? The risky pass to me is into my centre mid there, because if that goes astray, they're straight down our goal. Whereas if it goes wide, out to there, and they break away, then they're out there. Regardless that, James, you mightn't have spotted that they've got no players out that side. It's just the angle of your pass, okay? As it does, it goes into the middle. Their player gets it. No real worries. The ball's just gone up in the air. But again, like I said, one mistake normally leads to two. And my two centre-halves decide, right, we're going for this ball. No one's clear and dominating that. Tom's going up. James is going up. Their striker, again, and I talk about being clever. Bright minds win football matches. Their striker can see you both going for it. And he decides, you know what, I'll just drop off then. Not a problem, drops off. Okay, I look at this now, and the ball is played out wide and through there. And I look at my goalkeeper, your position. You're not moving quick enough across your goal, Josh. Recognising that the ball is being played wide. Your footwork should be moving across the middle of your goal already. It's not. It's too slow in my opinion. I'll play it on in slow-mo. Their ball player's got it now. You still haven't moved quick enough. Play it on a little bit further. Still not quick enough. A little bit further. Look at that angle there. You have to be, in my opinion, well, anybody's opinion, you have to be there at least by now. You always have to force the player to play across you. You haven't got across quick enough, and then he just plays a little toe poke, which is easy enough for you, but because you're slow getting across, you're only able to parry it, and it ends up being a tap-in for them. Okay, going to switch on to the next goal, and this is what I talk about the little disappointments, guys. Okay, it's a throw-in, okay, and I've got 3 centre-halves, 1, 2, 3, and you're all marking space. And in the history of football, I've never known space score yet, okay? We should be picking up the player there. We're not. We're switched off to it. Then all of a sudden, one mistake leads to another. I'm going to roll it on. Okay, James has now recognised it's there, but it's that little, shall I tackle it, shall I not? And to me, as a centre-half, you've either got to be full committed and you go through him and the ball, or you stand on your feet and make him beat you. You don't. You nip in and it's, oh, I don't want to touch that. I'll let it go by. Do you see what I mean? Little touch. No. Oh, okay. I've lost it. And then you're pulled out. You're better off giving a free kick there, so you've got to be fully committed to it. Okay. Then as he goes on, you know, again, to me, my keeper, and I'm sorry to pick on this, Josh, but we've got to learn, you should be on that near post to me there. That's where I believe you should be. Make the player have to play across you. Now, this player that's unmarked at the back post shouldn't be, but he is. If he scores, that's not your fault, Josh. But as it comes across the near post, you do stop it, but it goes across, whereas my centre-half should be picking up the player at the far post, okay? You save it, and it goes in your near post. Okay, it's just a little one. Again, you've got to be across there a little bit more. I'm doing this because I want us to learn from these little errors and these little mistakes, guys. It's how we all learn. I'm going to take my responsibility for this one because I screamed at Odin, the left back, to support the player in possession who was Connor. And as it happened, don't quite see it there. So if I hold it there, I'd asked Connor, who's there, to go and support Odin, to support Connor, who's in possession. Connor plays a weak pass inside, which is intercepted. Now they suddenly counter-attack. And this is probably, that's a great ball, to be fair. I would question the goalkeeping a little bit here because it doesn't look a hard shot across you, Levi. I've got to be honest. Just roll it back a little bit, if I can. Yeah, just roll it. Well, and we'll play it in slow-mo. He doesn't strike this ferociously, and you don't get your body down at all. You kind of just watch it go past you into the far corner. So a number of mistakes that led to that, guys. But listen, this is why we're doing what we do. Okay, thank you.